Welcome back to another weekly word vitamin. This week we're going to have a look at emotionally detoxing. Often people are happy to do a physical detox, a cleansing diet. After a New Year's Eve or a big celebration or a holiday, we come back and physically detox if we've been perhaps overindulging. Emotional detoxes are just as important, because many of us overindulge in unhealthy emotional habits, and that is getting stuck in places of fear, where we get guilty, we get angry, we get greedy, we get selfish, we get resentful. And it builds up over time if we don't keep on top of it. So of course, as with our emotional health, if we want to avoid having to consistently do a physical detox or a cleanse, if we just eat well and look after ourselves, we don't get that build-up. And the same applies for our emotional health and well-being. If every day we emotionally cleanse, and activities that are meditative, like the act of meditation, or perhaps going for a morning walk, putting on some music and just having some quiet time without thought, just to yourself in the morning, anything that's just about you reconnecting to yourself, processing. For some people, they journal. I personally journal and meditate every single day, just to keep on top of anything that I need to clear and release. However, every now and then I go and do a professional emotional detox, and I've got one coming up in October where I'm spending a week doing a therapy course where it's actually, I'm studying and working with my therapist and doing a big intensive cleanse. Now, who in your life do you emotionally detox with? It is unfair to dump it, our stuff, our emotional stuff, our rubbish, our crap, our fear, our pain, to dump it on another. Now, of course, we do share our issues and concerns with people close to us, but dumping and releasing it consistently on family, friends, and lovers is corrosive. Because everybody's got their stuff, and if our friendships are heavily burdened with us releasing our problems and our issues, you actually squash the friendship. So confessionals have been around for centuries, where people go and confess to a spiritual elder, a priest, their woes, and they leave it in the confessional unit. In Western culture, we have therapists, and I've spent many years in my early recovery detoxing from sexual abuse and a lot of domestic violence. All of that was way too toxic to leave in my friends and my family and my children. I needed to take that to a professional to help me detox that. If you've got some complicated grief issues or trauma issues, a professional therapist, and that word therapist just means attendant to the soul. It's a beautiful Latin word. And a good therapist can help us detox. If you're not into therapy, and if you're not into a confessional, perhaps, just a wise mentor, if you've got an elder that can hold a sacred space and respect your privacy, or a healer, I would really suggest that you review how often you are emotionally detoxing, and when you need to release some private unsettling emotional build-up, that you do it responsibly and don't dump it. If you need help, you can always email me, cynthia@emotionalfitness.com. I'm happy to help. But yes, have a think about your emotional detox and your daily rituals. What are you doing every day to look after your emotional health and well-being? Some food for thought there. I'll be back next week. I hope you have a beautiful week. Mwah! Lots of love. See you then. Bye.